Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of this week's newsletter with myself, Laurence. And here we have a fellow member on his winter programme, like I say, having his first initial check-in of this winter. And it was clear to see that he'd been playing some good golf, not quite scoring as well as what he had done, but just sort of in the first session back, just certainly going through a lot of the fundamentals just to check they're in place. Because I like to say to most of my clients, 90, 95%, 99% of the time, if you're not quite in the right setup, it does set the trend for what happens within the golf swing. So on the left-hand side, what we were struggling with was a little bit of steepness, a little bit of a sort of trappy ball flight. So at times the ball could actually come out too far. So we were looking to control the element of how much we were hitting down, as well as just trying to neutralise the path a little bit. So we talked a lot about shaft angle and shaft angle at setup. So you can see here, certainly on the right hand image versus the left, we've got the hands a little bit more tilted underneath the body. Now, if I remove those lines again, what you'll see is the player looks like he's standing closer to the ball in the image on the right hand side, but all he's done is let his hands hang underneath him. And what that allowed him to do to the top of the backswing. So here, again, club still gets behind, but the arms fold quite quickly. Quite a lot of excessive wrist angles. Whereas here we get the club working away, still on similar lines. The club feels like it goes a bit more behind. So if we bring that back to the same position here, you'll see club shaft being a little bit flatter at this point. So by the time we get to the top of the backswing, you'll actually see the hands making the clubhead disappear. So a lot more lined up, and the image on the left-hand side actually a little bit lower. So the hands are actually getting a little bit higher in the right-hand image, which then allowing this player to work club shaft a little bit still more through the shoulder, but on a flatter scale. So we've got a little bit more relationship with golf ball. Here we've got if I just do that line properly, you can see inside the line of the golf ball, so getting a bit steep, and that's why I was referring to the word trappy. Hands are having to pull down quite hard, whereas this is slightly coming from a more round angle, and we can see the impact of the screen here in similar circumstances, but a lot more rounding off at the bottom end of the arc. You can see where the hands are starting to exit. So really good stuff in first session back. Please get in contact with myself, Laurence, to start off the winter programs, and look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.